In this lecture, we will discuss the topic exponential function of a complex variable. We already know the exponential function of a real variable x, e power x, where x is a real variable. Now we are going to define the exponential function of the complex variable z. For any complex variable z, for any complex variable z is equal to x plus iy. The exponential function is denoted by e power z or exponential of z, and it is defined by e power z is equal to e power x plus iy, which is equal to e power x into e power iy, which is e power x into cos x plus I sin y. So this is the definition of exponential function in complex variable z. That is, for any complex variable z, the exponential function is defined denoted by e power z or exponential of z, and it is defined by e power z is equal to e power x plus iy, which is e power x into cos x plus I sin y. So from this, we written that e power iy is equal to this cos x plus I sin y. So we can establish this result by using the expansion of the exponential function in real variable. Okay, so to establish this result, e power iy equal to cos x plus I sin y, we can do like this. We have exponential function. The expansion of the exponential function is 1 plus x square by 2 factorial plus x cube by 3 factorial plus etc. So replacing x by iy, we get e power iy is equal to 1 plus I into y plus iy whole square divided by 2 factorial plus iy whole cube divided by 3 factorial plus iy whole power 4 divided by 4 factorial plus etc. So which can be written as 1 plus I into y plus I square is negative 1, so minus y square by 2 factorial plus I cube is negative I, so we can write minus I y cube divided by 3 factorial. Now I power 4 is, I square is negative 1, so I power 4 is plus 1, so y power 4 divided by 4 factorial. The next term will be here I power 5, I into y power 5 divided by 5 factorial. So I power 5 is I power 4 is 1, so into I, so plus I into y power 5 divided by 5 factorial plus etc. Okay, now we can split this series by this, taking the real part and imaginary part, separating the real part and the imaginary parts. We have 1, then minus y square by 2 factorial, then plus y power 4 by 4 factorial, and the next term will be minus y power 6 by 6 factorial plus etc. Then plus I into the imaginary part will be I into y minus y cube divided by 3 factorial, then plus y power 5 divided by 5 factorial minus etc. Now we can write this series as 1 minus y square by 2 factorial plus y power 4 by 5 factorial plus etc. This is nothing but this is cos y, and plus I into y minus y cube divided by 3 factorial etc. is this series is given by sin x, sin y, right? So e power iy can be written as cos y plus I sin y. So we can write this exponential function as this is e power z is equal to e power x plus iy. So we can divide, we can multiply, we can write this as a multiplication of e power x into e power iy. Now this e power iy can be expressed as cos x plus I sin y. So we can define this exponential function of a complex variable z as this. Okay. Now here we know e power z is equal to e power x plus iy, which is equal to e power x into e power uh, cos y plus I sin y. Right. We already defined the polar form of a complex number, which was this, right? So the polar form of a complex number was z is equal to r into cos theta plus I sin theta. This was our polar form of a complex number. So here we can write this cos theta plus I sin theta will be right. This is e power I by. So we can write this cos theta plus I sin theta as e power I theta. So the polar form of a complex number can be written as this. Okay, in this way, r into e power I theta. Okay, that is the polar. We have the Cartesian form of a complex number is x plus I y. Z is equal to x plus I y, where x is equal to r cos theta and y equal to r sin theta. Okay, so we know that the by using this polar equations we can convert our polar the complex number z into the polar form. Z is equal to r into cos theta plus I sin theta, but cos theta plus I sin theta can be written as e power I theta by using this relation. So we can write the polar form of a complex number is equal to z is equal to r e power I theta. Okay, now next point is from this exponential function, if we choose the imaginary part y equal to 0, that is if y equal to 0, then we have e power z is equal to e power x plus 0 I 0 y, sorry I y, I into 0. So this is nothing but e power x itself. So we just be replacing y here, we get cos 0 plus I sin 0. Cos 0 is 1 and I sin 0 is 0. So we can write this is e power x itself. Okay. Now we can check the analyticity of the exponential function. Okay. It is analytic everywhere in the complex plane. E power x z is analytic everywhere in the complex plane. That is e power z is an entire function. So we can write the question as show that the exponential function e power z is entire function, an entire function. Okay, that is we have to show that this exponential function e power z is analytic everywhere in the complex plane. So we already know that how to prove this e power z is entire function. So for a function to be analytic, we know that we have to verify that the Cauchy-Riemann equation satisfied u and v should satisfy the Cauchy-Riemann equations, and that the partial derivatives of u and v must be continuous. Okay, so we can just check that. Let f of z is equal to e power z, which is u plus iv equal to e power z is e power x into cos x plus I sin, sorry, cos y plus I sin y. So from this we can write the real part is u equal to e power x into cos y, and imaginary part of v equal to e power x into sin y. Right. Now we are checking the Cauchy-Riemann equations. We have the Cauchy-Riemann equations are ux equal to vy and uy equal to minus v. So from this we have ux is equal to partial derivative of u with respect to x. So cos y is a constant. So derivative of e power x is x. So e power x into cos y. Now uy is partial derivative of this with respect to y. So we can take this e power x as a constant with respect to y. So cos derivative of cos y is minus sin y. So minus sin y. Okay. Now Vx is partial derivative of V with respect to x. So e power x into sin y. Sin y will be a constant here with respect to x. So Vy is partial derivative of V with respect to y. So e power x into partial derivative of sin y is cos y. Now we have from this ux equal to Vy. Ux equal to e power x into cos y, and Vy is also e power x into cos y. Therefore ux equal to Vy and uy equal to minus e power x into sin y, Vx equal to this. So this is nothing but uy equal to minus Vx. So CR equation satisfied for all z. Okay. Therefore Cauchy-Riemann equations satisfied for all z. That is u and v satisfy the Cauchy-Riemann equations at every point of the complex plane. Okay. Also we have u and v are continuous functions because e power x is a continuous function. E power x is a real function, cos y is also real function. So exponential functions and this trigonometric function cos y is also continuous. So u is continuous function, v is also continuous function. Ux, uy, vx, vy are also continuous functions because these exponential functions and trigonometric functions are continuous. So we satisfied the sufficiency conditions for the analyticity. Okay, you can write also u, v, ux, uy, vx, vy are continuous functions for all z in the entire complex plane. So the sufficiency condition for the analyticity is satisfied. Therefore, we can say that f of z is equal to e power z is analytic everywhere in the complex plane. Okay, so f of z is that is f of z is equal to e power z is an entire function. So we have defined the analyticity of exponential function. Next, we can check the derivative of analytic exponential function. Okay. Now we already have in the real case f of x equal to e power x. The derivative is itself, right? So in a similar way, here also we can prove that if f of z is equal to e power z, then f dash of z is equal to d by dz of e power z, which is nothing but e power z. How can we prove this? ഇത് ഇങ്ങനെ പ്രൂവ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. അതായത് നമുക്കറിയാം എഫ് ഓഫ് ഇസഡ് ഇ പവർ ഇസഡ് അനാലിറ്റിക് ആണ്. സോ സിൻസ് ദിസ് ഇ പവർ ഇസഡ് ഇസ് അനാലിറ്റിക്, we can express the derivative by, since f of z is equal to e power z is analytic or differentiable. This analytic implies e power z is differentiable. Okay, so therefore f dash of z it can be written as, that is f dash of z is derivative of e power z. This can be written as ux plus I vx from the derivation of Cauchy-Riemann equations. Okay, which is equal to ux is already we obtained here. This is ux e power x into cos y, and vx is e power x into sin y. So from this we get ux equal to e power x into cos x plus I into vx is e power x into sin, sorry, this is cos y, this is sin y. So taking e power x outside, we get cos y plus I sin y. So this is nothing but e power z, right? E power x into e power I theta, which is e power x plus iy, which is e power z. So derivative of exponential function is nothing but that is the exponential function itself. Okay, now we can check another property which is exponential if z1 is equal to x1 plus I y1 and z2 equal to x2 plus I y2, then exponential of z1 into exponential of z2. In the real case, we know that this is exponential of the sum of this z1 and z2. Here also we can prove z1 plus z2 e power z1 plus z2. Okay. Now we can prove this. This is another property of exponential function. Now we can prove this. We have e power z1 into e power z2, which is nothing but e power x1 plus I y1 into e power x2 plus I y2. So we can write this as e power x1 into e power I y1, which is cos y1 plus I sin y1 into e power x2 into cos y2 plus I sin y2. Now we can just multiply e power x1 and e power x2, which is nothing but e power x1 plus x2, because x1 and x2 are real variables, so we can just multiply this as this. Okay, into cos y1 plus I sin y1 into cos y2 plus I sin y2. So we are multiplying these two factors. So cos y1 into cos y2, cos y1 into cos y2 plus I into cos y1 into sin y2 plus I cos y1 into sin y2. Now this into this. So plus I into sin y1 cos y2 sin y1 cos y2, and the last is this into this. So I square will be minus sin y1 sin y2 sin y1 into sin y2. Okay, so we can write, so here separating the real and imaginary parts, here we can write this e power x1 plus x2 into first cos y1 into cos y2 minus sin y1 sin y2 cos y1 cos y2 minus sin y1 into sin y2 plus I into what, cos y1 into sin y2 minus sin y1 into sin y2, sorry, minus plus sin y1 into cos y2. So cos y1 into sin y2 plus sin y1 into cos y2. So we can write this as e power x1 plus x2 into cos y1 cos y2 minus sin y1 sin y2 is nothing but this is cos of y1 plus y2, cos of y1 plus y2, and plus I into, and this is uh, sin y1 cos y2 plus cos y1 sin y2. So this is sin of y1 plus y2. Okay, so this is nothing but e power x1 plus x2 into cos of y1 plus y2 plus I sin of y1 plus y2. So we have actually z1 plus z2 is nothing but x1 plus I y1 plus x2 plus I y2. So this is equal to x1 plus x2 plus I into y1 plus y2. Okay, so uh, exponential of z1 plus z2 is nothing but e power x1 plus x2 into cos of this plus I sin of this, which is equal to this. So we can write this as e power z1 plus z2. Okay, because the real part of z1 plus z2 is x1 plus x2 and the imaginary part is y1 plus y2, because we have the e power z is nothing but e power x into cos y plus I sin y. Okay, so e power z1 into e power z2 is uh, this e power z1 plus z2. Okay, in a similar way you can prove the next property, which is e power z1 divided by e power z2 is equal to e power z1 minus e power z2. Okay, ഇതേപോലെ നിങ്ങളൊന്ന് പ്രൂവ് ചെയ്ത് നോക്കുക. അപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ വരുമ്പോൾ you have to multiply with the conjugate. Okay, so this is the next property. Next is the periodicity of the analytic function. Next property is periodicity. In the case of real variables, we know that exponential function e of x is not periodic. Okay, we know the periodic function is a function f of x is said to be periodic with a period t if f of xt is equal to f of x for all x. If we can write like this, then we can say that f of x is periodic. So in the case of real variables x, e power x is not periodic, but because we cannot find such a t. Okay, but in the case of complex variable, e power z is periodic with the period 2 pi I. Okay, complex exponential function e power z is periodic with the uh, period 2 pi I, because we can write e power z plus 2 plus I is nothing but e power z into e power 2 plus I, so which is equal to e power z into, by the definition, e power 2 pi I is nothing but cos 2 pi plus I sin 2 pi. Okay, നമുക്കറിയാം e power iy is nothing but cos y plus I sin y, so we can write like this, which is equal to e power cos 2 pi is 1, sin 2 pi is 0, so 1 plus 0, that is 1, so this is equal to e power z. So uh, that is, if f of z is equal to, if f of z is equal to e power z, now this can be written as f of z plus 2 pi I, which is equal to e power z, which is equal to f of z. Therefore f of z is equal to e power z is periodic with period 2 pi I. So we can split our entire complex plane into some horizontal strips like this. This is one strip, this is another strip, etc. ഇങ്ങനെ കുറേ സ്ട്രിപ്പായിട്ട് നമുക്ക് എന്ത് ചെയ്യാം, സ്പ്ലിറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് സ്ട്രിപ്പ് minus 1 pi which is less than y which is less than 2n plus 1 pi. Okay, so when n equal to 0, it is minus pi to pi. This is minus pi to pi. When n equal to 1, that is this is pi to 3 pi, that is this, etc. Okay. So we can split our entire complex plane into these horizontal strips such that for any point z in this strip minus pi I to pi I, we have the value of that function, the function exponential z at that point is equal to the same as f of z plus 2 pi I, which is equal to f of z minus 2 pi I, which is equal to f of z plus 4 pi I plus etc. Okay, this is f of z is e power z is equal to e power z plus 2 pi I, which is equal to e power z minus 2 pi I, which is equal to e power z plus 4 pi I, etc. That is, ഈ പോയിന്റിലെ z എന്നുള്ളൊരു പോയിന്റ് ഈ മൈനസ് പൈ ഐ പൈ ഐയുടെ ഇടയിലുള്ള ഒരു പോയിന്റ് ആണെന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുക. ആ പോയിന്റിന്റെ എക്സ്പോണൻഷ്യൽ ഫംഗ്ഷന്റെ വാല്യൂ ഈസ് ഈക്വൽ ടു is the same as the value of this function at this point. Okay, that is, ഇവിടെ ഉള്ള പോയിന്റ് എന്താ വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ this is x plus some iy അല്ലേ, x plus iy. ഈ പോയിന്റ് എന്ത് വരും, x സെയിം തന്നെയാണ്, x ഇവിടുന്ന് ഇവിടെ വരെയല്ലേ ഉള്ളൂ, x സെയിം ആണ്. ദിസ് പോയിന്റ് is x plus iy plus y എന്തും കൂടെ ആയി, ഒരു 2 pi i കൂടെ ആഡ് ചെയ്തു, 2 pi i plus 2 pi i, that is x plus y plus 2 pi i, that is this. This is actually x plus iy plus 2 pi i, that is this. And ഈ corresponding point ഇവിടെ വരും, this is x plus iy minus 2 pi i, etc. അപ്പോൾ ഈ എല്ലാ പോയിന്റിലെയും വാല്യൂസ് എക്സ്പോണൻഷ്യൽ ഫംഗ്ഷന്റെ വാല്യൂ സെയിം ആയിരിക്കും എന്നർത്ഥം. അപ്പോൾ ഈ റീജിയനെ പറയുന്ന പേരാണ് മൈനസ് പൈ ഐ ടു പൈ ഐ എന്നുള്ള റീജിയനെ പറയുന്ന പേരാണ് ഫണ്ടമെന്റൽ റീജിയൻ. ഓക്കെ, ദി സ്ട്രിപ്പ് മൈനസ് പൈ ലെസ് ദാൻ y ലെസ് ദാൻ ഓർ ഈക്വൽ ടു പൈ ഇസ് കോൾഡ് ഫണ്ടമെന്റൽ സ്ട്രിപ്പ്. ഇങ്ങനെ എഴുതി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അതിന്റെ അർത്ഥം എന്താ, അതായത് minus, we can write this strip minus pi less than y less than or equal to pi is called the fundamental strip of the for the exponential function f of z is equal to e power z. അപ്പോൾ ഈ മൈനസ് പൈ ടു പൈ y varies from minus pi to pi എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ it is independent of x, that is x can take any value from minus infinity to infinity. Clear? Minus infinity എന്നുള്ള ഇൻഫിനിറ്റിയിലേക്കുള്ള ഏതെങ്കിലും x can take any value from minus infinity to infinity, but the value of y is restricted from minus pi to pi. അതായത് ഈ ഒരു region, ഈ സ്ട്രിപ്പിനെ പറയുന്ന പേരാണ് fundamental strip for the function exponential z. Okay, now we can move on to a question. Here also we can find one more property actually. We have e power z is equal to e power x into cos y plus I sin y. Okay, or e power z is equal to e power x into e power I y, right? So what is the modulus of this? Modulus of e power z is nothing but modulus of this e power x into modulus of cos y plus I sin y. We know e power x is a positive real number for any x, so the modulus of e power x is nothing but e power x itself, and it is a complex number cos y plus I sin y, so the modulus of this is nothing but square root of cos square y plus sin square y. So we have this is 1, cos square y plus sin square y is 1, so this is equal to e power x. So we have the modulus of the complex number or complex function e power z, exponential function z is nothing but e power x. Okay, also we have the argument of exponential function. We have argument of exponential function is nothing but argument of e power x into cos y plus I sin y. So we have this is nothing but this is tan inverse of e power x into sin y divided by e power x into cos y. This is the imaginary part and this is the real part. So this is equal to tan inverse of e power x can be divided cancelled, and sin y by cos y is tan y. Tan inverse of tan y is nothing but it is y plus 2n pi. Okay, this is equal to y. So this is y plus 2n pi for n is equal to 0 plus or minus 1 plus or minus 2 etc. So this is the argument of this. Okay, now can solve a problem. Express the function e power z square in the form of a plus ib. E power z square നമ്മൾ a plus ib യുടെ ഫോമിൽ എങ്ങനെ എഴുതാൻ പറ്റും എന്നാണ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ. Okay, directly we can write e power z square is nothing but e power x plus iy whole square, which is equal to e power x square minus y square plus I into 2xy. So we can write this as e power x square minus y square into e power I into 2xy. So this is e power x square minus y square into e power I 2xy can be written as cos 2xy plus I into sin 2xy. So this will be the exponential of e power z square. We can write this as, so this is equal to in the form of a plus ib is e power x square minus y square into cos 2x plus iy 2xy plus I into, so we can write this is square x e power x square minus y square into cos of 2xy plus I into e power x square minus y square into sin 2xy. Okay, now one more question. What about e power 2 minus pi by 3i. What is the value of e power 2 minus pi by 3i? This can be written as uh, e power 2 into e power minus pi by 3i, which is equal to e power 2 into e power minus 3 by 3 pi by 3i is nothing but cos of minus pi by 3 plus I sine of minus pi by 3, right? So this is equal to e square into, or directly we can write e power minus pi by 3 is directly we can write cos pi by 3 minus I into sine pi by 3. We already defined that, so we can write like this: cos pi by 3 minus I sine pi by 3. But we have, this is e square into cos pi by 3 is nothing but 1 by 2. Cos pi by 3 is cos 60, which is 1 by 2, minus I into sin pi by 3 is root 3 by 2. Okay. So we can write this in the form of a plus ib, e square by 2 minus I into e square root 3 by